the King of the Camp competition that we did. We had really some record-breaking and near record-breaking performances. We had Brendan Ron's, a freshman for us, that was 1 second short of what I thought would be an impossible record set by Zach Redmond back in like 2010. So he did a really, really good job. All three of our weight room records, our actual strength training records, were broken by Dominic Lutz and Marshall Moyes. So they really showed an excellent job down there. Marshall won the overall competition and won for his class. Nate Callan won for the seniors. Brendan Rons won for the freshmen. And Ethan Stewart won for the sophomores. So it was really a great showing, but not just beyond the winners and the records we had. The numbers were so well improved overall, like our shuttle times, our on ice times. It's really, really promising and really shows that the hard work that the guys put in, the dedication they had during the off season.
I know the difference between the strength and conditioning that the incoming freshmen would get in juniors and what they're getting now is it's a big leap. So for a lot of them, it can be a little bit tricky at first, but to see some of the numbers that some of those freshmen put up, it's going to be pretty encouraging too.
Sure, definitely. And some of it, a lot of it depends on where kids are coming from. There's places where your kids are exposed to it, or maybe they've been exposed to it just in hockey growing up, and they really take to it. There's individuals like Brendan Rons who just love it and are kind of naturals at it as well. And then you have a wide variety, though. You have some freshmen that obviously really haven't been exposed to it at this level before. They have to do a little catching up. So you have a wide variety, but it was really promising. We have a big group of obviously newcomers this year, but they did pretty well. And having some of them, like Brendan was right at the top, is very promising. And then, like I said, though, the returning players to a man, they all did a really, really good job. The numbers are so well improved over last year in the spring, so very promising in terms of that.
The Dom, I know, is a leader on this team now, as one of the alternate captains. Going into strength and conditioning, you want to see good numbers from everybody, and at the end of it, it comes out, and a lot of guys really performed well. Take us through what you thought of the strength and conditioning portion of this season.
Yeah, it was something else. I mean, you can look at our King of the Camp numbers over there, and we've never had numbers like this. I know our average, just for example, on the treadmill test was, roughly, I think 20 seconds higher than the average has ever been. So you'll see a lot of new guys coming in that are already in tip-top shape compared to teams we had in the past. So I think from a strength and conditioning standpoint, we're, at least in my 4 years, we're at the best spot we've been.
You look at the freshmen, and obviously strength and conditioning, the difference between where they were and where they are now can be pretty big. But a lot of those guys pushed some really impressive numbers. Tell us a little bit about those new guys.
Yeah, they came in, and they all had great attitudes from the start. No one really seemed to have the wrong mindset. Everyone's a hard worker, and you see them coming in, they're pushing themselves as hard as they can every day. So you can see how much improvement these guys can make already from then, and putting weight on, increasing their strength, and then also becoming quicker and adapting to speed out on the ice.
How much does that portion of the season carry you through the middle part of the season when it gets tough? You get the long trip in the grind.
Yeah, I think it makes all the difference. A lot of these games come down to who's got the last push, who's got the extra lung, and when it comes down to a 2-2 game in the third period, or even if you go to overtime, a lot of times it's who's got a little bit of gas left. So I think here we are now pushing each other to the extreme. We're going to put ourselves in a great spot going into the season.